Hey, welcome back to my beekeeping adventure week 2. So, on the second week, I opened up my hives, and I wanted to check the progress that the bees have made over the course of the last week. Now, what I'm looking for is to see how much comb they've drawn out, as well as attempting to locate the queen in each hive, and see if the queen started laying in any of the new comb yet. With that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and just take out the frames. You can see I've already taken a number out that had nothing on them. This one is the first where they've really started significantly drawing. The first from the end, I should say. They'll actually be more drawn as we move further in. Bees typically start at the center of their brood box and work their way out. So that's about the third frame from the left. There you can see that there's a bunch of bees clumped all over this frame, but I'm not going to bore you all with making me watch me take them in and out, so let's just go ahead and jump on over to when I've got it out. Now, on this frame you can actually see a lot of the cells look kind of watery. That's actually where they've gone ahead and stored the syrup that I fed them. On this side, you can see it's more brightly colored. That's pollen that they've stored, and that bit that was all white in the upper right-hand corner is actually where they've gone ahead and determined that they dehydrated the sugar syrup enough that they consider it honey and ready for long-term storage. Let's go ahead and jump over to the next frame. So this frame has some beautifully drawn comb almost all the way to the edges. You can actually see there's little white specks in there, and those are actually what's known as brood. Specifically, egg, maybe early larval stage. And those little bitty white dots, though, that's just how small those eggs are, and that's why I use the black foundation, because it just makes it easier to spot them. But I'm glad I get to see all of these eggs in there, because that means that the queen is laying, and in about 21 days, those worker bees will have finished development and they will emerge from their cells, ready to help the colony collect pollen, nectar, tend to the other bees, do whatever's needed. So, I'm not going to bore you all making you go through every frame in this hive with me. I think my total count ended up being about 3 frames of fully drawn comb, and then 2 more that were underway. Hopefully, if they continue at this rate, I'll be able to give them another box in another week or 2, and then they'll be able to continue to expand. With that being said, though, let's go check on our other hive, see how they've handled this week. So, this hive's actually going to be different from any we've seen so far. This is a hive that I started from a nuke. Unfortunately, I didn't have my camera with me when I got the original nuke. But essentially, it already came with 3 frames of brood, which is eggs, larvae, state of bees, as well as 1 frame of honey and 1 frame of pollen. So, this is me trying to find the queen because I still haven't seen her. But you'll notice that these frames are all fully drawn out and actually a little old because I'm getting these from another beekeeper who sold me the bees. Generally, this is supposed to give them an advantage over package bees because, as you can see, they've already got a lot of drawn comb and they don't have to spend so much energy drawing it out. So let's go ahead and jump to show you what some of those combs look like, and then we can go ahead and wrap this video up. So you can see that this frame has much more of it capped. Now that bottom right-hand corner that's kind of a lighter color, that's actually capped honey or sugar water. It's hard for me to tell what's in there without breaking them open. However, those more beige ones are actually capped over brood. That means that the larvae have developed to a sufficient point where they don't continue to need fed, and they're just going to be sealed up until they're ready to emerge. Similar thing you'll see on quite a number of these frames. Now, I can't tell from these frames how the queen's laying pattern is, because I don't think that these frames came from this queen. Hard to say though, really. But I'm just going through and inspecting them, so there's not much to see. I just wanted to make sure you all saw what one of those pre-built frames looks like. Hopefully when we come back next week, though, we'll get to see more progress and, heck, maybe even find some of the queens and get a close-up to show you all. But at any rate, thanks for tuning in and following me on my beekeeping adventures. I'll try to keep putting out videos once every week or so with an update, just showing you all how it's going and keeping track of my progress. The other hive that I haven't shown in this video had less comb drawn than the first one. It had about 3 frames of drawn comb, but not even fully drawn. I'm not sure why that package seemed to be a little weaker than the first. Maybe it's the temperament of the workers, the queen. That is also the one that I did not shake into it, so maybe not shaking them up to let them be a little lethargic or something, but just figured I should also give you all an update on that hive. Anyways, thanks again for tuning in, and have a great day, y'all.